Everybody say hi to the camera. Here we are under the big top. Ringling Brothers Essex Community Nursing Program. Just wave. Take a shot.
Direct him over here for me program. Great, thank you.
Melissa, she already went in. She's down around the corner already.
Jody, cross over. Cross over.
There you go. Now I'm focused. What's up, ladies?
Where
What?
are you sitting, Joe?
What?
Where are you sitting?
Daddy, where's the drink?
Any seat that's a better
Where's the drink?
Can you see that all? We got good seats here. No, we're gonna stay.
Where's the drinks, Dad? Dad, did you bring any drinks?
These will open with the national anthem, followed by an invocation by the Reverend Joachim Lally, CSP, Director of the Lawrence Youth Center.
in us a great need to be free, for liberation. We know that you make the distinction between liberation from oppression and liberation from the struggle. You yourself gift us with struggle so that we might grow. It must have been you, loving God, who let us hear about the story of the man who collected rare butterflies and one day found the occasion to find a cocoon of one of these rare butterflies. And immediately cutting the little branch on which it hung, took it home. He watched it each day and saw it ever so gradually move day by day, until he finally felt sorry for the butterfly inside, having to struggle so much, and so cut it open to let it go free. But much to the man's dismay, this beautiful butterfly wasn't strong enough to fly, and in a short time died. He later was told that although he meant well, it was vitally necessary for the butterfly to go through the complete cycle of struggling in the cocoon in order to develop its muscular structure. In liberating this butterfly from the cocoon, too soon he destroyed it. On this day, loving and living God, we thank you for the struggle of these graduates and ask that you gift them with creativity, generosity in the struggle, and compassion, so they may continue their struggling, their learning, and their growing, their developing, until they are one day home with you forever and ever. Amen.
Father, thank you. Please be seated. This occasion with the class of 1998, their families and friends. I was named president of Northern Essex Community College about 2.5 years ago, and I want you to know how proud I am to be connected with this college, especially with our students. Today's graduating class consists of an extraordinary group of people. The sacrifices they made, the obstacles they overcame, and the determination they demonstrated, all in the quest to earn their certificate or associate degree, all are truly amazing. In addition to the courses taken and the grades earned, I wish transcripts could reflect the hours they worked, the nights and weekends they spent studying, and all of the other incredible demands which our students face. This would be a much truer assessment of the total experience at Northern Essex Community College. As you can tell, I'm a great admirer of our students and their dedication and hard work. I also want to share how proud I am of the faculty and staff who support our students in their efforts. Our student body is a diverse group coming from many different backgrounds and experiences. This mix is part of what makes Northern Essex such an exciting place to learn. But it can also be a challenge for educators. Our faculty and staff continually rise to the challenge, and I applaud them for their efforts. They are a creative, innovative, forward-thinking group, and I feel fortunate that they have chosen to hang their hats at Northern Essex. Graduates, you have been a part of the very special group of people that make up Northern Essex for some time now. We are glad that you chose us, and we are glad that your experience was a successful one. Congratulations to each of you, and please keep Northern Essex in your thoughts. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the dignitaries and honored guests who have joined us for this special occasion. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. And will the following individuals seated on the platform rise as your name is announced. In addition to our platform guests, I'm very pleased to announce that two people who have been strong and wonderful supporters of Northern Essex Community College for many years are with us today. Two of our senators, Senator James DeJuga, Jim, staff on this side of the platform, and students from our Deaf Studies program on this side of the platform. These programs, staff members, and students reflect Northern Essex's commitment to serving the diverse needs of all members of the community by providing educational programs and campuses which are accessible to everyone. Studying as a full-time student, using his skills to help develop the college's website, and running for student senate. Inspired by his professors at Northern Essex, David had caught the learning bug. This former college dropout is graduating today with high honors and a degree in computer and information sciences programming option. He will be transferring to Tufts University in the fall to continue his studies. I should also mention that David doesn't have to worry about those dead-end jobs anymore. Over a year ago, he secured his first job in computers through our cooperative education program, and he is working as a software engineer for Packard Bell NEC in Oxford, Massachusetts today. It is an honor to introduce David Eel, our first commencement speaker.
First of all, on behalf of the graduating class of 1998, I'd like to welcome all the families, faculty, the members of the Board of Trustees, Mr. President, and any other honored guests. Welcome. I thought that when I finished my last final exam that my trials and tribulations at Northern Essex were over. But when I received a letter informing me that I had been selected as a possible commencement speaker, I realized that there was possibly one more hurdle to get over before I'd finished my work here. This particular hurdle has turned out to be one of the more difficult ones, at least for me. I have often been challenged by the faculty and others here to do things I did not believe I was able to do. Being asked to give this speech is just another one of those challenges. I've strived to take an active rather than a passive role in my educational experience here at Northern Essex. So it seems only fitting that instead of being able to sit back and relax during commencement, I have had to prepare for something that I am not at all comfortable doing. I have an acute aversion to public speaking, actually. So I have agonized over this speech for the past 2 weeks. I do not want you to misunderstand me. When I found out that I had been chosen for this honor, I gladly accepted. And I'm proud that I've been chosen from among all the graduating students here for this privilege. But the past couple of weeks leading up to this event have been difficult for me, as well as for those who are closest to me, who've had to put up with all of my shenanigans. The difficulties I've had with preparing for this speech are twofold. Besides the fear of public speaking, there's also the question of content. After conquering my fears and actually getting up here to speak to you, what was I going to say? When I first began preparing this speech, I was at a loss. I did not have the pleasure of knowing most of you. I did not know what I could possibly say that would be of personal relevance to you. Northern Essex students are so different from one another. Our experiences here have certainly been very different, and we've all come from different backgrounds. Some of you, like myself, were coming back to school after long absences. Some of you have had to simultaneously hold down a job or raise a family, or both, while going to school here. Some came here straight out of high school, some were aiming to earn a degree here, some were just trying to pick up a few skills necessary to further their careers, or even just keep themselves out of the unemployment line. Some are trying to fulfill requirements to enter undergraduate or graduate programs elsewhere. I have really met people from all walks of life and many different backgrounds here. I've sat in classes here with people who are still in high school. And on the other hand, I've sat in classrooms with people who've already had doctorates or other advanced degrees in various fields. By the same token, not everyone is leaving here in the same direction either. Some, like myself, are transferring to four-year schools to pursue bachelor's degrees. Some are entering or re-entering the workforce. But we all have a couple of things in common right now. For one, we have all persevered through whatever hardships were in our way and have done the work to receive a college degree. It was more difficult for some than for others, but I speak for everyone here when I say that it was not easy. For myself, it was a struggle even coming back to school after so many years, never mind actually completing a degree. Another common thread among us is we have all had a chance to share in and learn from each other's differences. I feel I've benefited immensely from sharing classrooms with such a diverse student body for the past 3 years. And I want to be able to share with all of you a little of my background.
Made the decision to purchase a gift that has had a lasting impact on the Haverhill campus.
Their purchase of 12 chairs, Adirondack chairs that is, that are spread across the campus, enhance the campus climate and adding some extra comfort for students, as well as serve as a sanctuary to improve their tans in between classes as well.
On behalf of the Northern Essex Student Senate, we'd like to proudly present the 1998 class gift of
8 more Adirondack chairs, 5 picnic tables, which we place throughout the grounds, not only to improve the quality of life, but also, guys, as we know, it's a nice place to pick up girls. So. Although we don't have it, ladies and gentlemen, students, the class gift 1998.
Today as a fellow student speaker. It is my pleasure to share some of the experiences I've had here in my 2.5 years at Northern Essex. I feel very lucky to be standing here today, ready to receive my associate's degree, as many people choose not or cannot further their education. When I graduated high school, I was viewed as a very promising scholar and athlete. My teachers and coaches had very high hopes for me. I was recruited for volleyball by UMass Lowell, and with academic scholarships, I started out my first semester.
Association honors an alum for exceptional accomplishments in his or her profession or for outstanding community service. After the moving and inspirational speech you just heard, I'm sure that the selection of Mr. Lou Schweckheim, class of 1977, Vice President and General Manager of Pawtucket Red Sox, is an honor for us to all bestow on you today, Lou. Years ago, Lou sat where you are today. His future stretched wide before him. He arrived at Northern Essex tentative and unsure, but he found the college warm and welcoming. It was here he discovered he wanted to pursue that career in professional sports. He transferred to the University of Massachusetts in Amherst to follow that dream, and while there, unknowingly began his career by completing an internship with the Boston Red Sox.
After your degrees are conferred, you may move your tassel to the left side of the mortarboard. Chairman Matthews, it is my very great pleasure to present the class of 1998. The faculty have certified they have met all the requirements for their degrees and certificates.
Thank you very much, Paul. The Board of Trustees, in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty and the President of Northern Essex Community College, and with the authority conferred by the Board of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, hereby award the degree of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and the appropriate certificates to the graduating class of 1998. I am sure you will want to join me in congratulating and wishing all our graduates well. Mr. President, our commencement speaker, Lou Schweckheim, good friend, great job today, Lou. Members of the class of 1998, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty members, distinguished guests, proud parents, family members, ladies and gentlemen, friends all of Northern Essex. I can't tell you how proud I am to stand before you today as chairman of the Board of Trustees of Northern Essex Community College. The trustees and the administration have worked closely together to ensure that the needs of the school were met. but our priority remains the students and their needs. Let me assure you all, that the best interest of the students is first and foremost with the trustees and will continue to be so in the future. We have a wonderful educational facility here. With the continued leadership and direction of President Hartlib and the trustees, we intend to make Northern Essex even a better institution.
This is the beginning of the Associate in Sciences Paralegal, Giselle M. Bruce with honors. Sherry M. Lacey with honors. Joyce M. Lister. Kathleen F.
Big day, Ellen.
With high honors.
Hey, Ellen.
Paralegal degree. This is the beginning of the certificate. Rhonda J. Bass with honors. Catherine M. Batura with honors. Kim J. Began, high honors. Jody L. Bellois. Eric G. Bergendahl with high honors. Angela M. Bennett with honors. Denise S. Carpenter with honors. Rose Lee I. Clooney. Lee A. Conti. Ellen S. Copello with honors.
Yes.
Joanne M. Couture with high honors. Gail M. Fioli with honors. Mary P. Frateroli. Karen M. Goss with honors. Yubelki Guzman. Kimberly S. LaValle with honors. Kareem L. Lee with honors.